God. What on earth is God up to? Sorry? God is apparently good against evil. He's not doing a very good job at the moment.
It's your fault.
God 0, evil 1. But it's only half time, don't worry. Sorry.
I want to bash you on the head.
You want to bash me on the head?
Sorry.
Okay. Do you want to talk about this? Okay. Where did this anger come from? So anyway, so that was the first question. The second question I'm going to ask you to engage in, you see, because this is all about your ideas. Each one of you, with the exception of this man here, has got something useful to contribute. No, I'm just kidding, I only said that because I know you can take it. I started on him before.
We need another round of...
He is quite good looking at it. Yes, that's a good point. Ladies and gentlemen, before we engage the next question, that's a very good point. I don't know who you work for, but he's made a good point. He said, if you agree with him, say, yeah, what we need is some more quantitative easing.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
I do have support.
What does that mean? Quantitative easing.
What is quantitative easing? It's a very good question. Can anybody here, any bankers here that can answer the question? Does anybody here know what is quantitative easing? Yes, it's printing money, right? It's devaluing the currency. Shh, you're not meant to say that, for God's sake. It sounds good, quantitative easing to me. Anyway, the next question we'd like to ask you, and again this goes out to everybody here with the exception of the lady with the hat, and the question is, what would Jesus do, right? That's the question on the top of this paper. So if you know anyone that's really good at obeying orders, please put them forward for the National Do As You're Told campaign, where the... What's that?
I won't!
Oh yes you will.
No, I won't.
If you don't, I'll kill you. Now try. I'll tell you what, if you do, I'll give you £1 million. Now will you do what you're told? I bet you would, wouldn't you? Give you £1 million, you damn well do what you're told.
What you're telling me to do.
Depends what I'm telling you to do. What if I give you £100 million? Then, would that change what you do? Would that change what you might do and what you might not do? Huh? What if I offered you £10 billion? Then would you do what you're told? Huh? Anyway, but okay, you're meant to be chatting amongst yourselves. What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? What's it like? It must be really weird. What's it like being an undercover cop in this kind of area? Is it weird?
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know? No, of course you wouldn't know, of course. Yes. What exactly would an undercover cop say if I asked them that? Exactly that, wouldn't they? They'd say, I wouldn't know. Can you imagine? Just imagine that you were an undercover cop just for a minute, yeah? What do you think you'd be experiencing here right now?
If I was going to talk about you,
Yes. If you were being paid to be here. Okay, what would Jesus do? Lay down. I forgot to say, what you said was, he would dance. Okay, so please, at least show us what he would do. Come and show us. I'll tell you what, hold on a second, I've got an idea. If Jesus would dance, all we need is a song. Sorry, wrong word. People. Laughing at.
Come and
Not to
dance.
sing, I'm just going to sing one quick
Come
song.
and dance.
From my great, from Robert Mr. Marley. Until the philosophy which hold one race superior and another inferior
Shake your bottom.
is finally and permanently discredited and abandoned until there are no longer first class and second class citizens of any nation, until the color of a man's skin has no more significance than the color of his eyes. Until that day, the dream of lasting peace, world citizenship, the rule of international morality will remain just a fleeting illusion to be pursued but never attained, cause everywhere is war.
no way.
War in the east, war in the west, day there will be no continent that will know peace. We people must fight, we find it necessary, and we know we shall win, cause we are confident in the victory of good over evil, of good over evil, yeah.
Right now, oh my God.
Good over evil.
If you could talk.
Rastafari, Emperor, I Celestia, the first. Blessed, see, it said post people loving them. Keep up the good works. Got to stand up against this oppression. We have to stand up for the truth. See? Rastafari live. Bless. Anyway, so here's the next question for you to discuss with each other. You see, because the time has come for you to stop being shy about what you have got to share, because every one of you has got something useful to say, perhaps with the exception of the man with the red hat. No, I'm just kidding, it's a lovely hat. Personally, I wouldn't wear it, but it's very nice anyway. I'm just kidding, you want a quick announcement? Yes, of course I can. It will cost you though. This is a capitalist state, and why should I do it for free? Go on, what's the announcement? Okay. He needs Mark, who has 2 dreadlocks. You know who you are? That's, he's got too many dreadlocks. Sorry, it's not you. To go into the info tent. I don't think he's here anyway. But okay, so it's time for you to start engaging, ladies and gentlemen. What I want to encourage you to do is to start to speak to people. That's all I want to do. I want to tell you that I have the most amazing time on the tube, just out here in public, speaking to everybody, the police or anybody, people in ties, and all I do is simply ask them questions. But the thing is, I'm asking them questions because I'm genuinely interested in what they have to say. If you ask people questions and you word it right and you're genuinely interested in what they have to say, they will give you something interesting, almost always, okay? And you can practice this here and take it home with you, okay? That's what it's all about, just asking questions, because to be honest with you, not many of us know what's really going on, do we? Perhaps with the exception of the man with the black beret, who looks like he probably does know what's going on. He's got that kind of wise look about him, although I must say his wisdom is slightly compromised by the red poppy.
He's David Cameron, he doesn't know anything.
So what I'd like you to do is to just turn to somebody here that you don't know, introduce yourself, tell them what your name is, and ask them the following question. What do you want? Now that might sound like a silly question, it might sound like a simple question, but you might find that question quite hard to answer because your default position, they have brainwashed us so much that even the people who are so beautifully hearted to create this keep on focusing on what they don't want and focus your energy on what you don't want. Do you want fear? Do you want violence? Do you want eviction? This is putting your energy on what you don't want, which is what the newspapers do all day long, which is what the news does all day long. So I want you to turn to somebody, preferably somebody you don't know, don't be shy, I will be helping you if you can't find a partner, and ask them and look them in the eye and ask them, what do you want? So, who's next? Who's next? What do you want? What do you want? Freedom. Yeah, you want freedom. By wanting freedom though, you might say, that by saying I want freedom, you are now saying that you don't already have freedom. You don't. Who decides whether you have freedom?
Boy, this discussion is going to get very philosophical, you know.
Is it possible, is it? Right, okay. I'm not going to argue with that. You're right, it is impossible. But you said it, and you make it impossible by saying it's impossible. Okay, who's next? What do you want?
Quiet, peaceful place.
Quiet, peaceful place. Then why are you standing here? Okay, so if you don't mind, can you just take your hands out of your pockets as a mark of respect for me? Because part-time, I'm actually a part-time High Court judge, and we don't like it when people have their hands in their pockets. Right, thank you. Thank you very much. Marvin, it's amazing how compliant people are, except for this man. He thinks he's clever, he thinks he can keep his hands in his pockets. He's going to he thinks